Good morning, Anandal. Myself, Vijay Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics, SNS College of Technology. Today I am taking the topic of case study on high frequency sound wave and its application based on DT concept, design thinking concept. The previous topic is also we discussed in the design thinking. So nowadays the continuous form in all the topics will form of in our college is design thinking. The next one, the prevention of coronavirus, the use of sanitizers, cover with mask in our nose and mouth fully covered, then wash with soap frequently in our hand, stay at home because the virus is not affected in our body moving in around outside of the home. So we have definitely stay at home or work at home. The introduction of ultrasonics, let us start that. The frequency about 20,000 Hz, so it's a high frequency ranges, so it's not audible in a normal human ear. It's one of the wave and it's vibrated in a medium. So the vibration and transmitting form, I show the pictures in clearly to the form of speaker to object, reflecting and transmitting waves. Based on the distance, the wave frequency is very important. The ultrasonic is a high frequency, so we know that it travels in longer distance. It's a very simple logic formation. Then speed of sound in air is 340 meter per second, in water 1535 meter per second, and iron is highly because it's a vibration to in a metal is 508.50 meter per second. Next one is a property of ultrasonics, is a high energetic wave formation, non-audible wave. They travel through longer distance and it also reflected, refracted and absorbed similar to in a normal sound waves. It's continuously passing through the metal, the temperature of the metal will be increased, but it's no change in velocity. Then it travel in a liquid medium, it produces an acoustical grating method. Then the next topic we discussed from this case study is production of ultrasonic method. The two types of method we have produced in ultrasonic. One is a mechanical method and another one is a piezoelectrical generated method. First method it produced in a frequency is 100 kilohertz, but it's a rarely used method because it's a limited frequency ranges we have used it to form of the ultrasonic production. But the second one is a piezoelectric generated method. It's a commonly used method, one of the best method to produce of ultrasonic at the range of 300 to 500 megahertz. So it's a highly frequency sound wave is produced. The best method is a piezoelectric generated method. Then we start from our DT session. The concept of design thinking in creating the solution of any problems, because it's step by steps we follow the problem at in different stages. Finally we get the solution to the form of testings. So the 5 stages I form in the design thinking to the form of creating solution: empathy, define, ideate, prototype and testing. So the empathy we have formed in different problems in different areas, and especially one problem we taken from that to finding in a solution, that is a define. So in what types of solution it's very suitable to clear the particular problem, that is a ideate. Then we start a creativeness to the form of device, that is a prototype. Then finally to producing device wise, then the problem will be solved, that is a testing. Let us start from one by one of in our DT formation. The empathy, I am taking the two problem, but the two problems, lot of subdivisions is there. One is an engineering problem, material cleaning process. The next one, object identification in depth of sea. Third one, obstacle identification and storage, destroyed. This we have used in defense. The next one is medical problem, echocardiography. That means the heart disease, heart pumping, blood flow in the heart. This all we found. Next one, determination of blood flow of vein system. Not only heart, then other part of veins, blood flow we have identified for using in the medical problems. Next one, baby identification and growth of baby. So this is all the empathy problem I mentioned from in a DT session. I'm taken especially to the form of baby identification and growth of baby. So that is my problem. I am taken to the form of defined area. So this picture is clearly execute that which one is a highly risk, which one is a lower risk, which one is in a rare formation, which one is in a easy formation. This all to be clearly shown that in this picture. That's why I am sure that this ways to predict the sex of your baby. We know that because the sex is not mentioned in the parents to the form of testing time. So the ultrasonic is a popular and low risk factor method to identify the sex and the growth of babies. So that's why we used in the ultrasonics. The next one, ideate. So we start from that define. Then after we start the ideate part of the DT is a different stage of study to form in that. Then finally we get the solution. So the first stage of study is an evaluation of single sonographic parameters in detection of IUGR, then evaluation of the effect of the risk factor in a fetal growth. Then second stage is combination of risk variable in different stages, in stepwise multiple progressions, and the last one validation of the score. So finally we get the stages. So the starting to end, the different stage of baby growth we have formed in that identified of the different defects and growth of the babies up to starting of 8th week to 40th week. So that's why I am showing this picture in the development of baby's growth. Next one is a phototype. Prototype, nothing about that, is a testing device. So I mentioned from the topic is sonogram. What is sonogram? We know that the sonogram is an ultra high sound testing in a fetus. So in a pregnancy ladies, it start from the pregnancy to starting from the scanning that is ultrasound. So that we say is a sonogram. Ultrasound is form of 3 scanning method, A, B and C. A is amplitude, B is a brightness and C is a time and motions. So this is all to form in one devices that we say is a sonogram. The sonogram is a very important device to the form of fetus growth. That means the baby identification and baby growth. Right? Then the right picture is I am shown that the transducers of sonogram. The transducer is a piezoelectric transducer. Already we know this word to starting from the production of ultrasonic piezoelectric generator. So the same material we use it here. The transducer is acting transmitter and receiving part. So the transducer is acting very important role from this. Then another one is a monitor. So the inside of the movement of our body or womb is identified. So that picture I mentioned in left side. So that is a prototype. Then how the signal is transmitted in a womb, that I mentioned in non-destructive testing. That means without damaging, the signal will be transmitting in that inside of the womb, and the defect or identification growth is all to be forming that monitor signals. That means the starting from the generating signal is a original signal and the reflecting signal is after transmitting we get the receiving signal. So this two will be changed. We have easily identified from that the defects and what about the development of fetus? The next one is last is a testing. So the prototype already we formed. The finally we have tested the prototype. That's the same transducer we have used from here. That is one of a sonogram device. The monitor, piezoelectric transducer, then other sensors. These all to be formed in the one devices. And left side picture, the different stage of fetus to developed in a worm and the size to the form for using in A, B and C scans. So this 3 scan is very important role to the form of identification and development of the baby's growth. The next slide is a feature of the ultrasonics. The transducer probe is a smaller and more interceptable probe will be developed to get a better image of internal organs. Not only baby's growth, its internal organs also to be identified. The next one is very important, is integrated of artificial intelligence into ultrasound. The next one is advancement in 3D ultrasounds. The last one is a new ultrasound visualization method. This picture is the fourth one point, the new ultrasound visualization method. That means the color changes is easily identified to the defects and growth of internal organs in our bodies. The next one is a reference of in my case study pictures and theories. This all. Then thank you once again all of you.